Hey everyone, Jay Cron here, CEO of Empower Network, coming to you again with another Empower Network Rising Star. Today we're going to be talking with George Converse, who just earned his first commission here at Empower Network, and we're going to be hearing more about that story. And as always, I'm joined by my lovely assistant, Tara Mangan, who's running the recording. Tara, say hi to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
All righty, and George, let's head over to you. So, George, tell us, when did you earn your first commission with Empower Network? I think it was 2 days ago, right?
Yep, it was this past Sunday. I actually woke up to it, which was pretty cool. It's how I woke up for the day.
Wow. All right. Well, see, I love that. And so I want to actually find out. So first commission in Empower Network, that is always a watershed moment, because in any business, the first time you make $1, it adds a level of realness and authenticity to whatever it is that you're doing, because you've generated a sale. It changes everything. So when you look at what life was like before Empower Network and what led up to you earning your first commission, tell me about it. What's your background? Where did you come from? How did you find us?
Okay, so I have a sales background. I've worked in sales for the past 14 years of my life, and all the way from car sales. I was in online marketing for a while. Did door-to-door sales for 7 years of my life out of Detroit, Michigan, which was pretty tough.
Wow. Door-to-door sales in Detroit. What were you selling?
I worked for that telecommunications company, so cable, internet, phone services, pledged through the snow when it snowed there, and through a lot of the neighborhoods that most people would never want to go into.
Wow. Okay, well, hey, you know, if there's any job that is going to build persistency, consistency, and a willingness to do what it takes, door-to-door sales is it for sure.
Yep, absolutely. So after 14 years of just sales, developing my career, which continually went upwards to my last career in online marketing, I just kind of realized no matter how well I did and how things escalated and how much money I made into the high six figures in my last job, that I was still kind of chained to a desk. So I kind of realized that I had achieved financial freedom in my life for the first time at a very high level, but I didn't achieve time freedom, which all of a sudden became the most important thing to me in my life, because I realized it wasn't money for the first time. And so that's actually what kind of led me to Empower Network, is that this past January I kind of just put out there to the universe that I wanted to manifest a mentor, somebody who could teach me a system, a way to be able to take that last chain off myself, so to speak, of the desk, and not only have financial freedom, but also have the time freedom to be able to pursue my passions, have time for my family, my friends, and work on some relationships that I didn't get to spend the quality time I'd like to. And literally 9 days later, I ended up finding my mentor, who is Brian Dixon, and met him online. And since then, I just, went upwards with what I'm doing, and all the way to the point of, again, just working hard over the past couple months, building my own brand with what I'm doing with Empower Network, putting all the pieces together, following all the steps, and now starting to see the fruits of what I've done over the past couple months. Has really been.
So I want to actually dive into what you just said, because I think it's something that everybody out there that's watching this needs to hear. That it's amazing that the mentor, the path, and the process didn't really show up until after you had already made the decision, and you even said that it was literally 9 days later. You'd made the decision you wanted to pursue a different path, and 9 days later, you had found someone that you were excited about, felt that could help you walk that path, and then working with Brian, first commission in Empower Network. That's pretty powerful.
Yeah, I'm super stoked. Like I said, I've just seen a lot of fruits developing, a lot of conversations happening, where this isn't like, I've done a handful of network marketing things in the past, where it was kind of more the traditional way of going and running and telling your family and friends. And after you do so many of it, you burn out all your family and friends, and you ruin some relationships, unfortunately. And so that was one of the big pieces here that really attracted me as well, is that this, to me, seemed the first time where I didn't have to do that. And I could actually attract people who were actually looking to do the same thing I really wanted to do. And I've just been able to attract an amazing response. And the funny thing is that since I've started this, I actually have a lot of my family and friends coming to me, asking me, like, what are you doing? What's going on? Like, wanting to know more about what I'm doing. and without me having to go to them, which has been really a cool process as well, just watching it unfold.
And so the commission that you earned 24 hours ago was $87.50, which was for the blog and the inner circle. And it's really something that I want to know how you celebrated. That when you had your first commission, what was your first reaction? How did you celebrate? What did you want to do? Did you we've had people that have talked about gosh, the first commission I had, I went down to the bank and immediately took it out because I wanted to see if it was real money. Or, I went out to dinner, or, I went to my men's small group the next morning and bought breakfast for everybody. Like, when that happened, how did you choose to celebrate or recognize that moment that never gets duplicated, which is your first commission?
Yeah, absolutely. So, like I said, I was literally sleeping in my bed, and I have a notification that goes off like whenever I have a commission that's earned. And so when it went off, that's literally how I woke up. So I was like, yes! I just jumped out of bed and had an awesome day. I went and celebrated at the Cheesecake Factory later that day. I was in San Diego at the time, and I drove over to Los Angeles and I have some friends over there as well too, so I went and celebrated at the Cheesecake Factory. It's one of favorite restaurants, which I enjoy every now and then.
Okay, so if you love Cheesecake Factory, see me at Cheesecake Factory, I'm going to be factory burger with cheddar on a wheat baguette with French fries, or I absolutely love, it's not even fair how much I love their fried zucchini. Is like my favorite appetizer on the planet. So when you go to Cheesecake Factory, what's the meal of choice?
So it's kind of hard to pick a meal of choice, as you know, their menu is
menu's like a dictionary. Yeah, forget it.
So I had the kale salad with some chicken on top because I tried to do the healthy piece there because the reason I go to the Cheesecake Factory is my favorite place. I got the biggest sweet tooth ever, so it's the cheesecake is really what I'm going there.
Oh, well, all right, so favorite cheesecake. That's easy.
Red velvet cheesecake's the best.
Oh, dude, red velvet, yeah, forget about it, man. That's like 3 pieces of cake combined, and it's not even fair. Yeah. It's like enough calories for 3 days in one piece of cake, and it's just the most amazing thing.
Absolutely, yeah. That's my that's the whole I will work for chocolate thing you were saying.
I like it. So George, before we wrap up here on kind of this My First Commission segment, if you knew that this video is going to be seen by thousands of people over the course of your journey, and that you're talking to people that maybe haven't gotten started yet or have just gotten started and have maybe not yet made their first commission, what would you say to them?
I think the biggest piece of advice I would give is this. I feel like as human beings, there's too many times that we make excuses and reasons why not to pursue our dreams. And at the moment when I saw this opportunity, it was so crystal clear and made so much sense that I really wanted to do it, but I had this struggle in my mind for a couple seconds where I started coming up with all these excuses and fears and reasons kind of why I shouldn't do it, and then I just stopped myself and realized that I'm asking myself the wrong questions and I'm telling myself the wrong things, and that it's more about not coming up with all these excuses of why you can't have your dreams and have it now, but asking yourself, how can I? How can I make this happen? And I think that's a different thought process that needs to go on in people's heads, because everybody's dreams and passions, I feel, is the most significant thing that you can have in your life. And I instantly committed to myself, to my dreams, to my passions at that moment, and I completely got all in, 100%. I didn't think about it. I just saw the opportunity. I didn't know about Empower Network. I didn't know about all these different pieces. I hadn't even met my sponsor ever before at this point. I watched the series of videos, and at that point, I just fully committed at the highest level I could and came all in. And it was the best decision I made in my life. And 3 months later, my life is completely different. I'm literally in a couple weeks going to be walking away from my job because everything's positioned in that fashion now between everything I've structured in the past couple months. And I'm going to start traveling the world. So I have a whole map planned out of where I'm going. I'm going to do a little U.S. tour. Then I'm going to head over in July to Croatia, backpack through Europe, through Asia, Australia. And everything's already structured, and my whole life is just shifted and changed within a couple months to a level that I literally probably couldn't have fathomed 3 months ago, even happening. So it's been a dream come true, to be honest with you.
Well, that's exactly why Dave Wood built Empower Network to be exactly what it is, which is something that equips you to visit the beaches of the world or live on them if you so choose, as he does. So, George, thank you so much for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, George Converse joining you as one of Empower Network's rising stars, a name to watch, celebrating his first commission. George, thank you very much for being here with us today, and we look forward to seeing a whole lot more from you in the near future.
Absolutely, you will.
Awesome. All right, everybody. Talk to you soon.
Folks, obviously the income examples discussed are extraordinary. The income claims presented are not intended to serve as a guarantee of income. Instead, they're designed to give you an idea of what's possible. Success in this business requires leadership, hard work, and dedication. Since we want to help you make an informed decision, we've gone above and beyond with our income disclosure document. If you want to see the average earnings, please visit the page at www.empowernetwork.com/income.php.